Hi everyone. Well, it feels good standing here. I'm Jahangir, you can call me Jay. I'm doing my PhD. Well, it's under the discipline of Strategy, Enterprise and Innovation. And we talk a lot about entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs, that what they do, what they are. Before I start, are there any entrepreneurs in the room? Yes? One, any more?
Another one here.
Two. So, let's see what it is. So, idea of entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Who are these people? What they do? What is entrepreneurship? There are different definitions. Some people say that it is just spotting an opportunity, exploiting it, creating something new. And others would argue about that. Let's see, there is a small clip from sound. Yeah.
I'm an entrepreneur.
You're unemployed.
I wouldn't say that.
What would you say?
That I'm an entrepreneur.
Well, then what was your latest preneur?
Well, I founded an internet company that let folks download and share music for free.
Kind of like Napster?
Exactly, like Napster.
What do you mean?
I founded Napster.
Sean Parker founded Napster.
Nice to meet you.
Well, there is another idea that when you say that you're an entrepreneur, many people think that you're just unemployed, which is sometimes true. So, then there is another question. If entrepreneurship is something like starting a business, so is it really every businessman is an entrepreneur? Can be. No. Yes. We have two groups here, and both, this is one, you guys are two, you guys have similar case, these tables, and I'll go through with the cases with you guys. First case is of Bill Gates, everyone know, one of the most famous entrepreneurs, created Microsoft. He founded that in that time there were no operating systems. So, well, they collaborated with IBM, they created a operating system called MS-DOS in start, and well, no resources, they found an opportunity, they started looking for resources. The second case is, well, Pablo Escobar, one of the most notorious criminals and smuggler, who started from zero and then ended up having several jets, helicopters, just to transport drugs into the United States. Yeah, it is funny. Well, the question here is, I ask you guys, what you guys think are they both entrepreneurs?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are. You
You
guys agree?
Project, yeah.
So in one word, what do you guys think? What is entrepreneurship? Starting with you.
Starting from the bottom and working your way up, but it's your own company, and you are the leader, developer. Start from here, and then you can make it massive.
Oh, could be the same thing, yeah. But it's starting from the same, it's just from scratch all the way up. So yeah.
So,
I don't
Anyone
really
want to
think you need to
stress
start from scratch, to be honest. Scratch is something new and it hasn't been done already. You should be.
so creating something new.
Yeah.
Find a niche in the market.
So-
Yeah.
Okay. So carrying on to the next question. Well, if someone stops creating something new, whether they still be an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
No, there would be, if they're still running businesses, there would be businessmen.
Okay.
Entrepreneurship essentially has to be involved in creating a new idea.
But in start, we all agreed that Bill Gates is an entrepreneur. But if you see the last line, he stopped being the main person, main brain of the company. He's just an advisor there anymore. He doesn't create new stuff. So is he still an entrepreneur?
Yes, because his company does.
But you just said that if you stop creating something new, then you're not.
No, but in this case, he's not creating as a person, but he's still creating in terms of the brains he has created. So he's creating by proximity which would classify him as an entrepreneur. But if he stopped and went out of the business, retired or something, and left the company to somebody else, wouldn't be.
Anyone else think otherwise? Well, again, that's a very tricky discussion. Entrepreneurship, if you walk into business school, ask our professors, everyone, what is entrepreneurship? They'll give you 100 definitions. Honestly, we don't know exactly. We don't have a set definition for that. You're right. Everyone is right. When you said that if you say that he's no more an entrepreneur, still you're right according to some theories. And again, when I asked you guys that Pablo Escobar, whether he was an entrepreneur, well, everyone agreed. But according to some definitions, he's not. Well, these are one of the famous definitions. Entrepreneurship involves discovery of opportunities, sourcing resources, obtaining legitimacy. So if you go according to this theory, then he's not an entrepreneur. But if you go with other ones that involves combining various resources, to create a surplus value, then obviously he is. Finally, it should not be regarded as a trait of the person, the entrepreneur, but as a process of deciding to establish an enterprise. A lot of people just think that, oh, if you start a company, you're an entrepreneur. But there are venture capital firms that just create companies or buy companies. But at the same time, they're investors. Sorry about that. In most cases, entrepreneurship is a process. It's not just one thing. So when in the start I asked you that how many of you are entrepreneurs? So only 2 people raised their hands. But, oh, I think I'm missing something. But entrepreneurship, according to most theories, is finding a gap in the world or finding a problem and trying to solve it. Some people think that, okay, there is no return on investment, then how is it an entrepreneurship? Well, there are social enterprises, they are just charging, they're putting the profit back into the companies. So in a way, I think all PhD students are kind of entrepreneurs. Because you guys find a gap in the literature, which is, if you're an entrepreneur, you find a gap in the marketplace and exploit it. And you guys find a gap in the literature and fill it. So how many of you are entrepreneurs now? Well, that was pretty much it. I thought that we'll just focus on one thing. Is there anything you guys like to ask me? Well, that was quick.